All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing a little concept video. I believe that this is all for relics, like those, those relics that you have to farm for God knows how long, or just pay a few $100s to get one. Either or, basically the same amount of time. Like if you work however many hours at a job, you would probably save time if you just bought the pet, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, for some of them, I haven't looked over all of them, but I did ask for, some of these. So thank you. Shout out to Heregi. I don't know how to say his, I don't really know how to say his name. He's done some for Sora, I believe, as well. I believe. I'm not quite sure. But also Matrona is goated. That's his name. So there we go. Hijack Gother. He has one for that. I'm pretty sure it would just. Oh, actually, no. It does go for specific units, doesn't it? Because there's a bond one and then there's a purgatory bond one. So never mind. Hijack Gother. If the unit loses one ultimate gauge, increases all ally skill ranks by 1. This would be incredibly toxic, but honestly, I could see them doing something like this. Like, imagine, they just have like all ultimates. There's just everyone with ultimates. You have to either Tarmiel drain or like, use the Zeldris rank 2 or something like that, just instantly drain. Well, then they would just increase all their cards by 1. That would be incredibly toxic. Thankfully, you couldn't have a AoE rank up with it as well, because then you would get, a rank 1 buff to a rank 2. But I think it should be maybe like lose 2 ultimate gauge, so that way they can only use like 1. Or if they like Gother ult you, like the base Gother, then you would increase all allies cards, because he would be taking away more than 1 ultimate gauge. Just something to balance it. But Hijack Gother is definitely good, but I don't see him as a meta defining character, considering you can just just attack. So yeah, another one, SSR Hauser, but he put Houther like Gother. Hother increases the unit's attack and defense by max HP current. Honestly, that could work, especially if you run him on I guess if you're talking about Red Hauser, then you could run him on the Bond team, and he increases all humans' HP related stats, I think, by 8% or whatever. And then you can run Twigo, base Arthur, and then Bond, and then put Twigo in the back, or even Arthur in the back. I don't really know. I mean, I guess you could put Hauser in the back, but I don't know if relics really work until they come to the field. I'm not really sure how it works, but either way, this seems like it could be a really good thing. Except the Red Hauser does rely on pierce rate, which is like, so maybe this is meant for a different Hauser. But we still need one more SSR Hauser. We need an SSR Green Hauser, I believe. I could kind of see them making it a exclusive unit, like a Halloween unit or a Christmas unit, because a lot of the units have like 2 base versions, and then one of them have like an exclusive unit, like the counter Melies or the Meliodases in general. The base one, there's a blue SSR. No, is there even a blue SSR? I don't think so. We still need blue SSR Melee, don't we? But then there's like the base Liz. There's the green healing Liz. There's a blue healing Liz, the one that you can ult rush with, kind of. And then you have the Christmas or New Year's one. I think it's New Year's. I can't quite remember, but one of those. And then the Dairy Aries. There's a Valentine one, and then there's just a green and a red. So kind of like that. I could definitely see them bringing in a Hauser like that. Oh, and then Death Pierce. I kind of like this. Maybe the attack related stats should be higher, because it'd only be 15%. Maybe it should be up to a Gother buff. But usually your entire team gets wiped, or like 2 units die, and then Death Pierce comes in. But Death Pierces would be increases attack related stats by 5% per each dead ally. I could kind of see it, or maybe even more, or I don't know, maybe. No. I was gonna say just increase his passive by more, but like his passive is almost meaningless, considering half the units that are actually relevant all have like 90% crit resistance and stuff. It's so dumb. I hate the defensive stats and stuff. It's just very annoying. They did not balance this game that well. And then on to Derriere, increases HP related stats by 20% for 1 turn when ulting. Why increase HP related stats? Maybe it's for, no, she already definitely lifesteals quite a bit no matter what Derry. Maybe it's just so they can survive? Oh, I got a message. I don't know. Could be cool. Maybe it's mainly for like PvE, like final boss or something. So that way if you ult, you regen all of your HP back no matter what. You know, a bunch of recovery, lifesteal, and regeneration rate. I don't know. Very curious on that one. I don't really know how that one would go, because I assume not all of these are really meant for PvP. Probably just something fun. Fighter Diane, I'm very curious what this one is. Decreases damage taken by 5% for each buff a giant ally has. Limit of 10 times. Okay, so you can get up to 50% decreased damage for each buff a giant ally has. That would be insane with blue droll. That would be insane. Because green droll doesn't get the buffs, right? I'm fairly certain he doesn't. And they both have taunts. So if one's like low HP, you could just keep stacking it by keep on taunting and whatnot. That could be pretty cool. That could be pretty cool. I don't know who the other unit you would run with would be. Maybe just Margaret in general, just to, you know, buff yourself up. You don't specifically need Green Gother or anything. But yeah, I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. It seems really interesting. You know, just trying to tank. Especially if you face the one, you know, you put like Gale Thunder in the back, either the blue or green one, depending on what kind of team you run. It could work pretty darn well. Dogetto. I know he's the which one is Dogetto? Where is Dogetto? What? Where is he? That's not him. Who is Dogetto? Oh, he's an SR. He's an SR. I remember who this guy is. I remember him. He's SI5. I know he is. He should be up and in here, though the other SRs, I thought. Oh, he's right here. Okay. So this guy. Alright. I don't know why I thought I had you argue with him. But he receives 50% less damage from ultimate moves and taunts ultimate moves. What do you mean he taunts ultimate moves? Like, if someone's gonna ult, it only goes to him? What does his actual passive do? Increases strength, attribute, allies, defensive stats. Okay. Kind of weird. I don't really know how that would fit in with him. Droll only receives damage from single target skills, excluding ultimates, no AoE or debuffs. Bro, they'll be busted, because then you could like never debuff him with Gother AoE. The pumpkin bombs or attack seal, even though yes, attack seal doesn't really do anything. Margaret AoE, Bond AoE. This would probably be one of the best ones that you could possibly get, because this has like infinite usage. It's never just gonna be like, oh, buffs them up a little bit. No. This just makes it so you can't get hit by AoEs. I think it should only be for a few certain turns, like 2 to 3 turns, you know, kind of like a taunt. That would be somewhat more balanced. Still kind of annoying, but definitely more balanced. But definitely a very cool idea. I would absolutely rage quit. Awakened Easton. If the enemy has 2 or more rank 2 or 3 cards, debuffs cannot be removed. Okay, so what this is basically telling me is that if Gother ranks up Margaret, and then they go for a buff, buff or and then an attack, then they just can't do it, and then they would just waste it. Hopefully you can't just cleanse this away. I feel that you probably would. I assume it would be like a debuff, or maybe it's just gonna be like a passive and it just procs on its own. So it would kind of be like Zeldris' thing, where, you know, if you crit, then they get a great debuff. I assume it would be like that. That could be pretty cool. This seems toxic. I see some people in chat or in this Discord are literally just like fighting each other about it. I'm not gonna go over that though. And then we have Elaine is the final one. Ally buff effects persist even after the buff being removed. Ally buff effects persist. Like they stay. So you can remove the buff and then it comes back. So like it stays no matter what. That would be super annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie, but I can't really understand the context of it because it looks like he put a spelling error in here. But anyways, guys, let me know down below what would be a relic that you guys would like to see, or maybe for a revamp of a character's relic, like how what's a really bad one in my opinion, like the Escanor one, the one Escanor one, it wasn't that great. I think it was like an extra like 20% defense related stats or something, or if it was just pure defense, I can't remember. Like it's good and all, but like it could be better. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you to Hergy Matrona Goaded for doing these. He's been asking for a while and I've just been way too lazy to actually do it, but he put like 10 of them in here, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll do it. I don't want to do like one at a time because that'd be like a 3-minute video. So yeah, peace out and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Peace out.